I'm so pleased to have you with me today to talk about well-being for just a minute. I'm Helen Davis Johnson, and I am a passionate champion for the idea of well-being. Well-being is a concept that invites us to look at people as people, not as problems, and to figure out a way to make sure that everyone in a community has a fair shot at well-being. Well-being ensures that we have opportunities, that we have abilities to connect with each other, to solve problems, and to create positive outcomes for everyone. That's not always the easiest process. In fact, a lot of times it means that we have to engage in figuring out what the trade-offs are, because something that's 100% good for me might not be 100% good for someone else. In fact, we might have to come to a place where it's 50% good for me and 50% good for someone else. I'm a mom too, and I think a lot of times the way that I think about being a mom means that I don't always impose my will upon my kids. I think they know what I want them to do, but a lot of times I have to think about what it is that they want, and we have to come to what a lot of people would call a compromise. And I think that there are ways to do that systemically in communities, thinking about how you engage with your residents, how you engage with your leadership, and how you have real conversations about what it is that each person wants. And I think we've got to do that more and more in a moment where a lot of ideas are being imposed on us by other people, telling us that we can't say certain things, that we can't live the way that we thought we were going to be able to live, that we can't think the way that we thought we were going to be able to think. And that's not okay. We have to figure out how we make the place where we live a place that offers us the ability to feel trust and to feel a sense of belonging and to operate with a full sense of well-being. That's on us. We have been looking to other people to do that for us for a long time, and I think we're at a moment where we got to stop doing that. We've got to figure out how it is we go to our neighbors and we talk about what's going on the street, and we figure it out in a logical, rational way. We've got to go to our community leaders and we've got to have the same conversations. And it's hard to do that when you feel like the world is upside down and it's changing all around us. But I will tell you that I think democracy starts at home, and democracy starts in place, and the way that we see democracy play out. And it's a beautiful ideal that I think some of us believe in and some of us don't, but democracy is a place-based activity. It doesn't happen online. It doesn't happen someplace that's hundreds of miles away from us. It happens in our own backyards, in our own front yards, and we have to start thinking about the world as a place where we were put here to take care of each other, that we have to operate with a framework of well-being. The Full Frame Initiative has been such an inspiration for me, because I think they've articulated that in a way that I needed to hear. It's a way that makes sense. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I think you believe that everybody should get a fair shot at well-being, and that's pretty much what I wanted to say with this. I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I hope that we start working together very soon.